सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति।
When we look at what is the truth behind my existence or who I am, how does the truth have to be anything when we say this is true, really true? That means it has to be changeless. It cannot change from time to time. Or given in Mumbai, this is true, in Delhi, it doesn't, it is falsified. Then it is not truth. It is just a fact that you're stating. So the truth has to be changeless, not dependent on something else. Because if that is not there, then the truth changes. Then you don't call it truth. A truth has to be independent. It should be whether any other factor matches it, is there or not there. So like that, when we do this inquiry, we know that what I say, this is who I am. I am fair, I am dark, I am tall, I am short. And this is how we describe each other also. And we recognize each other this way. Through what is visible to the eyes and the body. And I am a happy person, I'm a sad person, I'm an extrovert, I am introverted. Various qualities explaining. But all of these things, if you take a look, you can change this, isn't it? Like we said about the resume, last class we saw all that we write about ourselves. And then we declare all that I have stated above is true to the best of my knowledge, and we sign, and people accept this is who you are. But anything and everything that is mentioned in the resume is changeable, which means that is not who I am. So you can't take this resume to the spiritual teacher and say, this is who I am. He will first tear it and put it in the dustbin. Say, no, this is not enough. Why is it not enough? Go a little deeper. Is there something that is changeless, that is permanent, irrespective of everything else? Oh, I don't know. I have never looked. Then let us start, because it is for such a person alone that Bhagavan Shankara says, I am now going to expound this Tattvabodha. This knowledge I am going to enlighten one with. And for whom? Mumukshunam hitarthaya. In the invocation itself, the Anubandha chatusṭṭaya is mentioned. You know what is Anubandha chatusṭṭaya? We must just understand these terminologies. Don't be too bogged down by them. Information. Now, like when we say we pick up, there is a student who has to give an exam. Suppose the student has to appear for 5th standard English grammar exam. And last minute studying, so he is looking for guide. Okay, so he will say, I want a guide. I want to understand which is important because I want to learn. I don't have much time. I will learn all the important questions that are most likely to be asked. So I will quickly purchase a guide. So the student goes, what book will he purchase? For 5th grade, in this board, he will go and purchase that grammar book, which is the latest edition, isn't it? Because that book contains the Vishaya in which he wants to understand and clear the exam. It has to serve him that purpose. That is the purpose of prayojanam of that book. That book is not useful for anybody else. A person appearing for the 10th exam will not buy that. So prayojanam has to meet. Adhikari also should be there. I should be. Who is the Adhikari? The 5th standard student is the Adhikari. And that is the sambandha, the book end. So here, Bhagavan says, for a mumukshu, I am expounding. This is important. See, when Bhagavan Shankara speaks, not an extra word is uttered. And every word that is uttered has deep meaning. We must not just, casually give up something. Every word spoken has a purpose. Why is it spoken? So this book is for mumukshus. Who are these mumukshus? The one who are seeking moksha. Acha, moksha from what? Moksha from any suffering. Right? We all want liberation, we say. But liberation from what? And gurus and munis, our great rishis, they have done a lot of thinking on this. They say this is the only revolution possible for liberation. What is that? Knowledge of the self. Because see, outside in the world, you ask anybody, they say, I want peace. They do many things for peace of mind. Countries together want peace. But till now, we have organizations who have come together, all countries coming together. In the name of peace, they will fight. Not possible, this way, until you do not have this knowledge of who you are in reality, you will not find this peace. This the masters have declared. And where is it to be found is within. This is the reason why we will delve within. It cannot be. We will look as we go in, we will understand. So therefore, this text, after the invocation, what does it begin with? Sādhana chatuṣṭaya sampannādikārina mokṣa sādhana bhūtam tattva viveka prakaram vakshyāmaha. So here Bhagavan says, we shall now explain to those who are endowed with the fourfold qualification. What is the four? Sādhana chatushtaya. Sampannādikārina. Sampanna meaning this adhikara is endowed with this sadhana chatushtaya. And he says, to them, the mode of discrimination, tattva viveka prakaram, mode of discrimination, we shall explain, which becomes what? The means to liberation. Moksha sadhana bhutam. Okay? So this we are going to explain. Now, the moment he has said, okay, I am seeking liberation, since you say we have to seek liberation and from that only, self-knowledge of self is there. So let us go ahead with it. But now what is this? Am I an adhikari or no? So then Bhagavan says, yeah, I will explain everything to you. Like we said, this is the dialogue between the guru and the disciple. So the disciple, the moment Bhagavan has said, this is for the sadhana chatushtaya sampanna adhikari. Adhikari is the recipient, the one who is seeking this knowledge. So he says, sadhana chatushtaya kim. What is the sadhana chatushtaya now? Because we need to know. See, when we write, when we are appearing for medical exam and we are appearing for law and all those career-oriented professional courses, there is a certain qualification required, no? So what is the qualification? Here the qualification is not 10th pass, 4th pass, postgraduate, and fortunately for us, because these scriptures have been beautifully translated into many Indian languages. Knowledge of Sanskritam will help a lot. But even if that is not there, we can definitely understand. So then graduation, post-graduation, this doesn't matter. But what are the qualities, Here, what the qualities are mentioned is something that has got to do with our inner state of mind. So now the question is, sādhana chatuṣṭaya kim? Nitya anitya vastu vivekah, iha mutrartha phala bhoga viragah, shamadhi shatka sampattihi, mumokṣhatvam cheti. So what are the fourfold qualification is the question. Sadhana chatuṣṭayam kim? The capacity to discriminate between the permanent and the impermanent. Nitya anitya vastu vivekah. This is one qualification required. Then, iha mutrartha phala bhoga viragah. Dispassion, viragah, dispassion to the enjoyment of fruits of one's action. Phala bhoga. Huh? We will understand everything, don't worry. We will be taking up each for study. And then there is something called a group of sixfold wealth, inner wealth, virtues, which this inner wealth, Shama, Adi, he has written, Shama, etc. Whenever it is mentioned Shama, Adi, we must understand it is Shama, Dhamma, Uparama, Titiksha, Samadhana, Mukshitvam, Shraddha, all of this. We will look into it, each one of it, but we must understand it includes all of this. Then he says, Mumukshitvam, Cha iti. This way is what consists of sadhana chatuṣṭayam. So he says this is the qualification. Okay, very beautifully, because see, this Tattvabodha is a book that what is the subject matter of the book? It is dealing with tattvam, the truth or reality of who we are. And it is going to, like the word suggests, Tattvabodha, it is going to reveal to us this knowledge. So the adhikari, the one who seeks this knowledge, is going to be benefited from this book. How is he going to be benefited? He must be liberated. That is the prayojanam. That is the purpose. And that is the sambandham also. That is relationship. So this mumukshu, adhikari, begins to read this, understand Shravanam first, listening, Mananam, and then Nididhyasanam into it, should absorb the teaching in such a way that he recognizes the truth within himself. So then it is important to understand what is the kind of adhikari. So the adhikari must be endowed with this fourfold qualification. And what is this? We saw first one is Viveka, which what kind of Viveka, what kind of power or capacity to discern, discriminate. Viveka means, Viveka Buddhi means the ability to discern between two, discriminate between two. When it is between gross objects, it is quite easy. Can you discriminate? Children, we begin with that, Show them a green block and then show them a red block and keep telling them this is red and this is green. So they learn the difference between red and green and understand this is red, this is green. But as we go subtler, when we come to, we have to make a difference, discern between right and wrong. And even this right and wrong, if it is legally established, it is easy. We say this is illegal, we must not do this. This is legal, I can do this. But if it is not spelled out, then I am wondering whether I should be doing this, not doing this. This is Dharma Sankat. This is what Arjuna faced when in the battlefield. He was all ready to fight Duryodhan, fight for his right. It was a righteous war. Krishna had also gone to negotiate, but Duryodhan was not ready to listen. Therefore, they had to fight. Now he was ready to fight. But what happened? He suddenly, although as though got a panic attack. Why? He saw his teacher in his enemy camp. He saw his grandfather there and he said, I can't fight. Natural. This is what any sensitive, sensible, intelligent person will do. A human being has to be this way, no? Duryodhan didn't have a problem at all. He was in no sankat. An evolved, mature person will think twice. What do I do? Should I go ahead and fight? Or should I stop this fight? Right? This discrimination he couldn't do at that time. He couldn't discern how to act. So here it is said, Nitya Anitya Vastu Vivekaha Kaha. What is it? This, because qualification, Mumukshu needs to be clear about this. He should be able to discern of Nitya and Anitya Vastu. So Nitya Anitya Vastu Vivekaha Kaha. Nitya Vastvekam Brahma Tad Vyatiriktam Sarvam Anityam. Ayameva Nitya Nitya Vastu Vivekaha. What is Bhagavan saying? So what is this Viveka, Viveka Buddhi? What should he be able to do? What is meant by discrimination between permanent, which is Nitya, and impermanent, non-permanent, which is Anitya. He says reality alone, Brahman alone is eternal or real. Tad Vyatiriktam, other than that, Sarvam Anityam, everything is unreal. This conviction alone is the discrimination between permanent and impermanent. Now, this is the Viveka we must have. Atma, anātma vastu. Call it Nitya, Anitya vastu. Call it Sat, Asat vastu. What is real and what is unreal? This Vivekam we must keep polishing. The one who is endowed with this is qualified for Tattva Viveka Prakaram to understand. So, we must, this is declared in the scriptures. Brahman or ātman or Sat alone is real. Other than that, everything is unreal. Now, we must have the capacity. So, to increase our capacity to do this Vivekam, we must do mananam, inquire. Whatever it is that we are experiencing in life, tell me, does that last long? Some may last long, but is it eternal? Is it permanent? Whatever I consider to be myself, starting with my body, with my mind, with my emotions, with even my ideas, has it been permanent? Because this body has changed so much. When I was 5 years old, it was one way. When I was 15, it became another way. And at 25, it was yet another way. Now with all white and grey hair, that time it was not like that. Everything changes. You are there watching that body which was like that, and you know, hey, when I was 5 years old, this way I looked. When you show somebody who doesn't know you from long, no, has just met you, you show him a photograph of yours, saying, this is who I am. When I was 5, I was like this. Oh, that is you, huh? They won't know because everything has changed, isn't it? What about my emotions? Same. Kabhi khushi, kabhi gham. Sometimes I'm very happy. I got a call in the morning. Happy, good news I got. My whole day was very beautifully. When everything is going good, I get a news, some bad news. How I've become? So what do I say? I'm very unhappy now. But that is also not changing. That is also constantly changing. And I know. I say, yesterday I was happy, today I'm unhappy. I know that that change has happened. So there is something more permanent than just the impermanent emotions within me, isn't it? Who is this is what we must know. Likewise, intellectual capacities also change. I was a total non-believer. I was an atheist. Then certain experiences in life happened. I started believing in God. That would have happened. Some people were always believing in God. Then something wrong happens to them, unfortunately. They say, God, what did he didn't take care of me? Where is this God? I don't believe in God today. You can change your ideas this way. You can be a communist who is turned into a capitalist today. Right? All your ideas, your principles, everything changes. But in all of this, there is an I. You keep saying I. Then who is this I? Obviously, it is not the body, it is not the mind. Why? Because you are there who has seen all of this happening. And then you know also, yesterday, 5 years ago, I was this way, now I am like this. So 5 years ago, you did not change, you were the same, and you could see the change that happened to you. 5 years later, you say, now I am like this. But is it really who you are? We have to pay attention to this. If 5 years ago, you were there and something happened, an event occurred. 5 years later, now you recall that event. That means before that event, you were there. And now 5 years later, that event is over and now you are still there. And therefore, you can speak about this, isn't it? You proceed whatever event that has occurred in your life, which means I am before all of that. There is something, I may not know what it is right now, but something permanent is there. And I need to differentiate between these two all the time. This is the capacity for Viveka. This is the capacity to discern between the permanent and the impermanent. So you see, all our experiences are impermanent. None of these experiences last, right? So is there anything impermanent? Sure, there is. This is what the scriptures declare, saying Brahman is that reality. So it is said that Nitya Vastu Ekam Brahman Tad Vyatiriktam sarvam anityam. Ayameva. This conviction should be there. This alone is nitya anitya vastu vivekaha. To be able to discriminate. Okay, so this viveka buddhi is a qualification. Now we will go to the second one. It says viragaha kaha iha swarga bhogeshu ichchārahityam. Viragaha kaha iha swarga bhogeshu ichchārahityam. What is dispassion? The absence of the desire, ichcha. Absence of desire is ichchārahityam. For the enjoyment of the fruits of one's action. In this world and in heaven, up to heaven. To be able to be dispassionate towards what? Desiring enjoyment of this phala. Bhagavan says in the Gita, Bhagavan Krishna, for one to be a karma phalatyagi, he is the greatest yogi. If you are a karma phalatyagi, I did this, therefore I should get that. How should I be? Whatever comes my way is Ishvara Prasada, and I will accept it as that. But I will continue to do what is clear in my conscience. This is the nature. This dispassion, in fact, the more one has dispassion, the more one becomes fearless. And dispassion, comes, we are constantly, this comes with thinking and proper understanding. We are constantly running after things, isn't it? This will give me happiness, that will give me happiness. Bala sthavat krida sakta. Taruna sthavat taruni sakta. Vriddha sthavat chinta sakta. What is Bhagavan Shankara saying? No. Each according to his age and time, we run after different things. Toys and games, and we are running after the opposite sex, and then we are, we grow old, we have to worry. Worry is what we are engaging with. Unfortunately, Parame Brahmani Kopi na sakta. Nobody is inquiring into this truth. Therefore, he says, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudamate. You have this one lifetime, recognize who you are. Don't run after things that are anyway impermanent. After getting something also, we see, we are not permanently happy. Okay, I wanted this. If I get a degree, I will be happy. You go and you get degree. After that, you're happy on that day for 1 week after that. After that, the next thing is, if I've got a degree, I need a job, then only I will be happy. So again, pursuit of happiness begins. Then when I get a job, this is an okay job. I must get a better job. Then I will be happy. Then when I get a job of my likes and my dream, now that I've got a job, I have to get married. Then I will be happy. So you see how we are running after one thing after the other, constantly chasing. What are we chasing? This thinking of ours that happiness lies outside. If I get that, I will be happy. If I get this, I will be happy. This itself is basically wrong. We must just look at the world around us and at ourselves, our own life. Having done all this, are we happy? We have run after things, we have got things. Yeah, it gave me sukha. But that sukham also came with lot of dukkham. Isn't it? So, sometimes, we have to learn to renounce these things. It is not just renouncing because, like, two boys are there. Huh? The older brother is there. Now he's 10 or 12 years old. He was playing with one particular car. His younger brother likes that because that goes with his age. So now the older brother says, you take it, I don't want. So the younger brother will think, such a sannyasi he's giving up this car because that is the car I want. My brother is a great sannyasi, Tyagi. He gave it up, But has that 10-year-old really given it up? He has given up what he didn't want. So that is not a Tyagi. I have given up drinking coffee, Really? No, even otherwise, I used to drink coffee only once in a while, once in 2-3 months. Somebody offers me coffee, I was happy. I think that is not giving up. What are you consuming that you cannot live without, you think? Can you give up that? That is true Vairagya. So how will this Vairagya come about? Only when there is Viveka. You should be able to discriminate. Is this truly giving me happiness? And as we should understand one thing very clearly. If suppose I say I like mangoes, which I do. Now, if I like mangoes and I think my happiness lies in eating mangoes. So somebody brings mangoes to me, very happy, thank you, thank you, thank you. Does happiness lie in that mango? We will inquire. We have to inquire. No, my happiness lies in mangoes. Okay. So I take one mango, eat, very happy. He says, since you're so happy, I will give you one more. I will give you my mango. You're such a tyagi. Sannyasi, you are great yogi, detached. Give me, I will eat. Second mango I have eaten. Very nice. All my friends come together. Today is your birthday. Have a dozen mangoes. Come, eat, enjoy. I will eat the third mango, fourth mango, fifth mango. What will happen? Bas guru. Harini, you like mangoes. Happiness is in mangoes. One mango, two mango. So happiness is not there, no? Because if happiness was there, then more mangoes, more happiness. Permanently, I can be happy. I can keep buying mangoes and sustain my happiness. But it is not true. I say now I will keep it, tomorrow I will eat, I can't eat. Achha, while I am consuming, if happiness was in mangoes, it should give happiness to everybody. It doesn't give happiness to everybody. I know people who are not very fond of mangoes. Their happiness lies somewhere else. Right? Isn't it? And somebody who has got a sugar problem, he will say, no, that is poison for me. If I eat that, I'll be in great trouble. Oh, so happiness is not in mangoes. So when I was consuming, what gave me satisfaction in thinking that I am happy? A desire in my mind arose for mango. And when I got mango, desire was satiated. And I said, acha, mango is happiness. Actually, it is not there. A desire arose in my mind. When the desire comes down, automatically I am calm. So desire is the problem. Today I'm desiring this, tomorrow I'm desiring. After a point, I will say no longer mangoes. Jackfruit is my favorite. But I'm still desiring, no? And as long as desire is there, then I'm not going to be happy. Therefore, we should be able to channelize our desire now. Towards what? Towards that which gives us permanent happiness. Isn't that the intelligent thing to do? Recognizing that all the relationships here, anything in the world available to me, are of impermanent nature because I did the inquiry into this. How many people learned this lesson during COVID? How many people learn lessons when there is a natural calamity? We lose our homes, we lose our relationships. No? Everyone has died, everyone is gone. We will also be going someday. Then why am I running after this and that? What am I desiring in this lifetime? Is it the right thing to desire, first of all? Why can't I channelize my desires into something that will give me permanent happiness, into that which will relieve me of all my suffering? And when the Upanishads, when the scriptures are declaring loudly, hey, ātman will free you of all your suffering, there is an answer to it. How come I'm still not desiring that? Isn't it? This is what we must ask ourselves. So one who is truly desiring this Atmajnana, huh? Tattvabodha is meant for such a. Oh, I have not thought about all these in so deeply, Acharya, what to do. It's okay. Can we start thinking now on these lines? Isn't it the right thing to do? Whatever our experiences in this world. And here Bhagavan says, not only in this world, from here up to heaven. That is another thing that the scriptures declare. Anything in this world up to Swargaloka. Because many people think Swargalokam is moksha, is built. So there are many ways, methods, yajnas shown, spoken of in the Vedas that speak to us about how to attain Swargaloka. If you do those, you will reach Swargaloka. What is Loka? Loka is this world. World of what? Field of experience. Isn't it? Whatever I experience through my sense organs, through my mind, my intellect, whatever experience I'm going through is my Loka. So what is Swargaloka? My idea of Swargaloka will be one way. I keep on enjoying, eat whatever I want, how much ever I want. I will not fall sick. I will not put on weight. Is my idea of Swargaloka. How nice it will be if I go there. Okay, you do certain karmas, you will reach there. But is that permanent? No, even Swargaloka is not permanent, is what the scriptures say. Why? It is like, we get certain points sometimes, no rewards for using these days. We are all become consumeristic, so we are all using credit cards. We are using we pay through different services, channels, and what do they say? You will get so many brownie points if you use my card, if you use my medium. So we use, and then what do? You book through me, you will get this much discount. You book through me, you will get all this. We have done all this. And what have I done? Because I did all this karyam, all these actions, I have beautiful holiday free actually. Free means through all of this I got. 5 night, 5 day and 6, 5 days, 6 nights, 6 days. Where? Switzerland, 5-star hotel. Okay. So I'm going there, checking in, I'm feeling very good, enjoying the room, enjoying the view, eating good food. After the 6th day, I have to now leave. I have to check out because that period is over. So the counter, they will ask me, so you're checking out today, sir? Ma'am, are you checking out today? By what time? 12 o'clock is our checkout. Give me 1 hour more. And okay, 1 hour given to you. But after that, will they allow you to stay there? No, because your points, brownie points, khatam ho gaya. Now you go back, earn that brownie points, and come back. You're welcome again, sir. Do come, do visit, they will say. But they will give you 1 day extra there. No? Like that, you do lot of punya karma. You do whatever is mentioned in the Vedas. You will go to Swarga Loka. Enjoy. The field of experience will be great enjoyment. Yoga yoni, that is. You will experience everything. Then a day will come when, hey, chalo, abhi return. Bhuloka, you have to go to Bhuloka, collect brownie points, and come back to Swarga. There is no end to this. So scriptures are telling, Vedanta Shastra tells you this. Then why are you going after Swarga Loka? Isn't it? That is why Bhagavan is saying, dispassion should be up to that limit. That knowing how will you know? Actually, having listened to this, we have to do mananam, we have to reflect upon this. We have to be convinced. It should be our conviction. Understanding has to be so deep that, listen, even Swarga Loka is not permanent. But what I am seeking is that permanency. This is what Nachiketa, in the Kathopanishad, Nachiketa is a young lad of barely 12 years. He goes to Yamaraj, he has darshan of Lord Yama. And he is seeking this knowledge. I want to know this. Yamaraj is trying to literally negotiate, bribe him. Hey, I will give you a lot of things. You have Ichha Mrityu. I will give you all the wealth that you want. You can go on enjoying. You will have no lack for anything. He's trying to tempt him with very many worldly things. And he says that will go on and on. But Nachiketa is wise enough to know. Or he says, no, all this sounds very good. But I know wise men do not seek this. Even gods do not seek this. Even gods are wanting to know Brahma Jnana, Atma Jnana. Therefore, I want to know that, and I am not going without getting that Jnana from you. He is adamant about this. Which shows that soul is a very mature soul. Vivekam and Vairagyam go together. The more you are able to discriminate between permanent, non-permanent, your dispassion for the non-permanent will grow. And the more you are, it is a strength that you gather from within to be able to let go and renounce. It's an inner strength that you get. So these two are very wonderful virtues, values to have. See, our Rishi Munis who have told us, to be able to renounce things, they are not against us. They are, they don't want to see us renouncing and being miserable. What they say is, if you are looking for moksha, you need to be like this. They are talking to a mumukshu. Also giving them reasons why this desire for moksha is a very good desire to hold on. It is said, because usually students ask me, Acharya, you say every desire has to be given up. Then why should I desire moksha also? Huh? You should desire moksha, keep that one goal in mind, so that with that goal you are able to give up all the other desires of the impermanent kind. There will be a time in your life when the Guru will tell you, the Guru Tattvam itself will reveal to you when to give up that ichha of even moksha. It will come. Till then, hold on to it. Before that, only people want to give it up. So then they can't give up other things also. You know, in the funeral pyre, Smashan Bhumi, when there is a body burning, no log of wood, every log of wood has to be burned. No? So the person takes one log of wood which is burning, and with that he lights all the other logs until everything starts burning. Once all the logs of wood is burning, he takes this log which he has in hand and puts it there, allows that also to burn. So there is a time for that. So ichha for moksha should be refueled, which should be strengthened. With that ichha, we must burn down every other ichha for impermanent things, which will anyway come and go. This is why we must have that desire burning. So, gurus, when you go to them and you say, Guru, teach me the way to moksha, mukti, they say, the student has to go with such a matter of emergency, urgency to the Guru, that he must feel like logs of wood are burning in his head and he wants to cool it. That is the intensity with which he must seek to be liberated. How will that come about? Only when he has done proper right thinking. Because in this world, not everybody is seeking that. So it is very difficult for us to tell what is permanent, what is impermanent. Since in a group, when we say this is my name, this is my gender, this is my address, this is my qualification, this is how we are in the group, where we are in our community, in our family, nobody questions, everybody accepts this. This illusion is accepted by everybody, so there is no conflict, isn't it? It is only the spiritual guru who is saying, this is not the right way of thinking. Everybody agrees. In fact, if you go out in the world and say, I don't know who I am, I'm trying to know my nature, they will say, what mad you are, you are such a fool. You don't know yourself, what you don't know about, I will tell you who you are. Because what we take to be true is what we see through our eyes and hear from our ears. But that is just an experience. It is not the truth. Because Sattvastu has to be changeless. It has to be independent. Isn't it? That is how this inquiry began. That is why this book is written. Is there such an essential thing to me? What is my own dharma? Is what this inquiry is about, and the book establishes that is there, and it reveals that to us. Therefore, it says, for one who wants to know this truth must study this book. So very beautifully, these verses, one by one, analysis is done, and things are broken down. It might seem a little difficult to digest initially, but when you give it a calm thought, like I said, gather all this information, sit quietly. When you get some quiet time, by yourself, think about what is being said. absorb it, digest it completely. Only then will you begin to enjoy these verses from Tattvabodha. So I hope you are enjoying the verses. I hope you are enjoying these sessions. I have told you it can get academic, it can get a little technical also, but we are enthusiastic and we are ready to learn. Or we are mumukshus. Maybe not Tivra mumukshu, huh? Not that intense burning and all. You tell me I'll attend next week class, I will attend. That much mumukshutvam is there. And let us keep that burn. Let us never stop asking this question. No? That is what Swami Vivekananda told us, isn't it? Rise, awake, and stop not until the goal is reached. So we owe this to us. We need to know who we are, truly who we are. At least information, knowledge, intellectual should be there. And then we must do manana about it. This is Mahadidam Tapat. This Idam Tapaha Mahat, great tapas this is. It's not easy. Not everybody is doing it. When you begin to do it, people will discourage you also from doing it. Isn't it? This is what Ramana says. No? Inquiry into who am I in truth, reality of who I am, is utmost. We owe it to ourselves. Once we know that, we should begin to express from there. We must act from there. We must allow for the truth who we are to express constantly through the body and mind, not who we assume we are. So we will look at more of this in the next class. Namadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shanti.